My parents had us when they were very young. All I remember when I was younger was them fighting. As I grew older, my mother wound up taking me. But in this environment, it was another just toxic environment. People were fighting, drinking, doing drugs. The police department wind up coming to our house. They wind up just taking us, stripping us away and taking us into foster homes. That was probably one of the scariest times in my life. A lot of the kids back in the day became passionate about gangs and finding their loyalty there and giving their heart and everything to it just because they felt like the bonds of their friendships that they made are some of the people who would have their back. Well, God did that for me. And even though I was abandoned and rejected and as a child, he lifted me up and gave me inspiration and helped me. And I wind up pursuing policing and never thought I would want to do it just because some things in my childhood and my own exposure to the police officers was when my family was acting wrong or doing something bad. The beginning of it, I struggled. I struggled a lot. One day I was driving in a patrol car. I was after about 5 years in. And I just asked God, I said, you know, what's going on? Why am I doing this job? And it was clear, it just came to me so clearly. He said, you remember everything you went through. You remember your childhood. You remember being in a foster home. You remember your parents fighting. You remember everything happening. People dying at young ages, people not having direction. You remember that. That's why you're here. You're here, I put you in a position now to give back to those who are hurting. And I remember it as clear as yesterday. Once that happened to me, I realized that this job was not only something I was doing, it was a calling. And it was a ministry. And now I wake up every day looking at it that way.
A long, long time ago, I heard it on the radio. I heard it on the radio. Explorers were the way to go. Explorers were the way to go.
I was meeting juveniles who were hurting and struggling when I was on the streets. I started to realize that passion, that gifting at that time.
Look at this young man. Love the haircut, buddy. Hustle, come on. Good job, that's what I'm talking about.
We teach them law enforcement functions. We teach them how to go into the community to be a servant and just the whole aspect of a police officer, but more importantly than that, just to be a person of good character and to be able to serve their community and do things in the right way. All the lessons that I've learned from my youth to now, I try to share with them and share my story with them also, just through love and the power of God that I made it through, and so can they. There was an opportunity at one point for me to seek promotion, and I turned that down because I realized, after seeking wise counsel and praying about it, that my promotion is seeing these kids grow and develop. I want to serve people to the best of my ability. I want to interact with them in a way that just demonstrates the love of God and shows how good he is. That's my sole passion. It really is. I burn for that every day.